Hola.
Hola. Let me get back to, what do you think of this background? Should I change it? This is the name
No, I'm happy to be out of the woods.
instead of
I
having all the
I
bushes coming
swear to God, Kathleen, I can't get out. I take it as a sign.
in. It is. It is the mysterious Lynn Patrick coming in and out of the woods to,
I take it as a sign that I should, do the Thoreau thing.
oh, that's
And
funny.
I would be happy there off by the pond.
So, no, I'm excited. Although Stephanie emailed me and said her internet's going in and out.
Oh, she's at the ranch?
So she said she's changing rooms and um, so we may have to move order a bit. Um,
Ah, yeah. I can go longer if need be.
if needed. I do have her slides, but
Oh, great.
she's kind of the expert on the.
Oh, she really is the queen of EMFs. I
It
would
is.
never want to try to even pretend I could take her place.
So we had that gal Nicole from EFRU,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
What amazing,
Uh-huh.
amazing that they're all volunteers and that they've created this groundswell and a map and you
Well,
know,
their lives depend on it. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you saw on the EFRU site, they actually have these wonderful videos with industrial hygienists.
Mhm.
One of them is a woman who is a certified industrial hygienist who has been looking at cyanide levels in fabric in the homes
Wow.
that were affected but not destroyed,
Is
right?
that a byproduct or is that from the
I
smoke?
didn't know this, but it is a byproduct of
Wow.
combustion. Yeah. And she's finding cyanide levels in like car seats, babies, car seats and stuff.
Yeah.
Big enough, high enough that she has to recommend that they get rid of them.
Yeah. And make sure that
Couches,
they go to the dump and don't just give it away and then someone else get into it.
exactly. So I was horrified when I read that and saw that. And then there's the hexchrome. I mean, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare that the state of California wants nothing to do with. And the insurance companies for sure want nothing to do with it.
Oh, she said even Nicole said that insurance said they wouldn't pay for the pre-test, but they would pay for the post-test. Now they say they won't pay for the post-test and it's $23,000
For what? What?
for
Test.
post-remediation testing.
Uh-huh. Because they don't care, they don't have to. What
Yeah.
is what is this?
Yeah, because there's no standards and there's no. But then it's also, she was saying her dog was only 3 or 4 years old and now has cancer and lumps and and they're finding like all sorts of animals. And then they've connected with a group in Denver that because of the Broomfield fire,
Yes,
they had a similar instance with all the pets.
yes. Do you know Jill Carnahan, Dr. Jill
Huh?
Carnahan? So Jill, her practice was
Oh,
literally
it's right
across the
there. Yeah, it's
street,
right there. Yeah.
right? So she brought an industrial hygienist in to take a look at some of the dust samples and the ash samples, actually, not dust samples. And the ash samples were just like through the roof with everything, metals, solvents, all the plastics that were burned,
Yeah.
turned into dioxins. I mean, it was unbelievable. And she had five or six big Austin Airs going 24/7.
Yeah.
And it was the only place that people could come to breathe. I mean, people would be sitting in the waiting room just so they could breathe. It
Hmm.
was unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the EFRU situation because those people, children, need to be tested. They all need to be tested, and not just for lead. I mean,
Right.
yeah, the lead levels are really important, but that there are so many other things they need to be tested for. We need to find a wealthy person who wants to fund a study to just do a sampling of 100 people, right? That's significant.
Yeah. From a health perspective.
Metals,
Yeah.
their um, solvents, and what else, Louise? Which should we look for? Metals, solvents, and probably,
Are you talking LA fires?
yeah, probably.
Hello, Louise.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Mhm.
Think about it because these the EFRU organization, which is the Eaton Fire, they're brilliant, beautiful, wonderful researchers, but nobody's paying for them. And they all have forked over 20, $40,000 for remediation for their homes, the ones that are
And testing, plus more even,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and testing, yeah. And nobody, I mean, I saw or read somewhere that somebody was coming in to do lead testing, or that the health department was doing it, or somebody was doing affordable lead testing, but that's like the tip of the iceberg. Pregnant women and kids should be like in the study,
Well, and
right?
she said the school, they just kind of cleaned it. They never did any testing in
Oh
the
yeah,
school. And the kids
they
are all
didn't do any
back.
testing, they
The kids
didn't
are all back.
remediate.
Yeah.
They mopped the floors and, maybe did a little superficial dusting of the surfaces, but yeah, it's a nightmare. So I think there needs to be so much more coverage. It's
Mhm.
still not a national story. Nobody knows about
Yeah.
it. All the doctors I talked to were like, "Oh yeah, there was a fire in LA." That's all they know.
Yeah. She said that she will also connect me with the New York Times journalist, and then the Bloomberg did another profile and see if we can get reprints of those articles and that videos and get those posted on our website to use
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
because those were very powerful then.
The New York Times article was great.
Yeah.
It was a video
Mhm.
journal, right? You
Yep.
saw it, you sent it to us.
Yeah.
And it was great because you really got a good understanding of what was going on there. But the problem is dust samples, no matter how horrific they are, can't hold the weight of blood and urine,
Yeah.
human blood and urine. And with that data, you could really do something. And I think everybody knows that. And the insurance companies and the state health departments and the state and PG&E. Wasn't PG&E found liable at some point for some of this? I think I read
I
somewhere
believe
that
so. I did read that, yeah.
they had admitted or been held to task for some liability. They don't want any of that. They don't want any, none information going out about how humans have been harmed.
Right. Yeah. On a
Bowen,
better note, we have over 200 people that signed up,
cool.
but we can only have 100 attendees, and then kicks over to the YouTube.
Oh, 100 attendees is great.
Yeah.
It's usually less than 50%, so that's great. Bonnie knows Erin Brockovich. I know Erin Brockovich. We have a connections through AAEM. She spoke there this last year.
Mhm.
And she really doesn't focus on fire. She really focuses on water, but she has a huge following. Have we developed any kind of relationship with her at all, Kathleen?
Nope.
I think it would be useful because she's got a huge following. Lots and lots of activists follow her because of her work on water contamination. And
And we need people with money.
we need people with money, right? And the hex chrome is definitely in her ballpark, right?
Right.
Did I tell you, Louise, that she has to go in for sinus exams every 6 months to a year because she breathed in so much hex chrome? It was in in Hinckley, it's hot. They had swamp coolers,
Right.
where the water comes around the kind of that cylindrical moving part that vaporizes the water into the house and cools it. And she would collect water from the trays of the swamp coolers. And as they were moving and working, of course, and so that water was aerosolizing and she was right there breathing it.
Wow.
Yeah.